Ember is bobbing her head and humming a tune. She greets you with a carefree, cheerful smile. Oh. Her wandering eyes linger on you for just a moment before darting off again into the distance. How are the former Baphomet cultists doing? You know, this cult did very bad things to them. They made them hurt and frighten each other and themselves, and they lied that they didn't have a way back. They convinced them the only choice for a sinner was to sin again. They are much better now, but still their souls inside they are like my hands, all burnt. Besides, simple city dwellers who weren't in the cult don't understand them at all. They say things to them. Maybe it's even fair, but it just makes everything worse. Some people don't want to believe they repented, as if they want them to go back to the demon. But some feel sorry for them. They ask questions and listen. Those conversations make them feel better, and others might listen and not fall for the same thing. You see how good it is that you didn't kill them? Thank you. Show me wares. I'm gonna hold on to that one. What are you? Composite longbow +3? Wow. Rushale, what do you have right now? Oh, you have a holy. I'll take, I'm actually gonna keep that. So... You're a nice weapon and all, but... Holy Flaming Orc Double Axe. Oh, this will actually go to Kamalia. We'll see. No one's using a falchion. What shield are you currently using? A light shield. It's a +3. So yeah. I don't think I'm actually gonna increase Squirrel's armor. Maybe. Actually, we'll hold off on it. Change shirt of life Vim. Well, what is Kamalia currently wearing? Damage reduction 3/piercing. So this could give up a total of 11, while this currently gives a total of 9. Full plate +3. Currently wearing a mithril plate +3. What am I currently wearing? I'm carrying a mithril +2, right? Yeah, I'm carrying a mithril +2. But I do actually really like this item. So, unless I find a better magical full plate, I'm not going to worry about it. So, bye. Now, what are you? Is under a rage effect. Oh, that's nobody. Inspired wisdom +4. Oh, that's going to go to somebody. And we can get rid of that. Natural armor +2. What is everybody currently wearing? You're wearing this. But you normally get enhanced through other means, so we won't worry about that. Main party members. Worry about main party members, which is you 5. You got a +3. You have a +1. You don't have one, so I'll actually give you one. You don't have one either. You got something. Okay. And how many of these do I have? And I have a +3. Okay. So yeah. I will hold on to that. Cloak of Cleansing. This Cloak of Resistance. Okay. We can get rid of you. This is a +2. What are you? +4. Skinned leather cloak. Other wearer lands a hit on an enemy first time in a round. The enemy must pass fortitude. Those who fail the save become staggered and take 2 points of constitution drain per round for 1d4 rounds. Okay. I'm going to give that to Z. Now, what are you? Braces or breaching? Breaching. One of the wearer of these bracers confirms a critical hit. The enemy must pass fortitude save or become vulnerable to piercing damage for 2 rounds. Z, what are you wearing? Makes a sneak attack. It deals an additional 1d6 bludgeoning damage. Okay. Those might be good for somebody. Oh, actually, they might be good for her. So we'll just put them on her. What are you? Veteran marksman's bracers. Lands a hit with a ranged weapon on an enemy who is prone, stunned, or staggered. Okay, the enemy must pass fortitude saving throw DC 23, or its current condition is prolonged for 1 round. Okay. Suppose I could give Arushale this. But then we would lose the +1 competence bonus on attack rolls. I don't think we get any competence bonus stuff anyways, so I suppose I can give them to her because she does occasionally use bows. So yeah, I'll give it to her. I'll give that to her. He occasionally uses bows. Okay, other than that, that is what weapon are you currently? You're using a weapon at all right now. Okay, anyways. I think that's good. Deal. Quiver of Sacred Vengeance. The owner of this quiver can use it to shoot 30 units of ammunition. This ammunition hits first enemy as well as 2 additional enemies, each of which must be within 15 feet of the primary target. It deals an additional 1d6 points of holy damage. For that much money, I might have to do some testing with that. Because I want to actually see. Because I have learned that a lot of these items that are replenishing don't actually state They're replenishable. One example is these dice, the lucky dice. It doesn't actually state whether or not it replenishes. It just says this. Oh, wait. These dice randomly grant the owner a +1 luck bonus on attack and damage rolls or AC during enemy attack once per day. Yeah, that. The once per day and the once per day is actually sort of. Okay, so yeah, I did not see that part. Never mind. Anyways, I'm gonna shut my mouth. Blind Z blind Z blind. I have so many ideas. I have so many names for emotes. I just need to get them into paper and on. Anyways, I will have to do some testing with this though, because I want to see if this will replenish. Probably not. It's a usable item, so it may not actually replenish. I don't think it will. Unfortunately. Anyways. All right. Now to yeah, I think I'll actually give that to Z. I'll give that to I'll give that to Sela. I need to check something real quick. Hold on. Oh, okay. So that cloak's actually useless. Jesus, that jumped her up. Boom. It just says ranged weapon. And that's either that'll be another testing item. What are you currently using? Huh. Okay. You're using a +2. You've got a +3. You've got +2, but that's a good ability. I think I'll hold on to that for now. What do you do? Saving against these. Oh, I can save. I can. I can sell this. gotta figure out what this Book of Dreams does. So far, I haven't received very many other eye stuff. So yeah. What's your trickery? Your trickery is 32, but that's through a lot of buffing. So I'd have to actually take a look at it. Your trickery is 26. Okay, yeah. We'd have to say who's better on that one. Anyways, I think we're okay now. The rest of this stuff... Actually, I need to sell this. Come here, wares. Sell you because I don't need you anymore. I'll hold on to you. Deal. Alright, let's go. Okay. Let's go and have ourselves a nice chat with our Kamalia here.
Win this, one way or the other.
All right, girl. Hello, my friend. You don't mind if I call you that, do you? I mean, I might as well. I've done a lot of things since we last met. You had every reason to hand me over to the headsman, yet something stayed your hand. What guides you? Your promise to keep my secret makes us accomplices of sorts, even friends. Shared secrets bring people closer, don't you think, my friend? All right. Tell me about yourself. With pleasure. Friends share everything. What do you want to know? How many people I've killed? Which organ is the most delicious? I'll tell you everything. Tell me about your life in Horrigan's mansion. I have no complaints. I had everything I could dream of, except freedom, which I had no need of anyway. Liver. I value security and comfort much more than the opportunity to get in trouble firsthand. I had the best fencing teachers. My mentor was a shaman from Verisia. I wore beautiful dresses and ate sumptuous meals. A rich library kept me from getting too bored. A personal garden for my walks. I even had a puppy. A little barking ball of happiness. Man, jeez. Some might disapprove of my father locking me up in the mansion until I matured and gained control over my powers. He changed the servants as soon as they started suspecting anything. He even had steel bars installed on the windows, but I can see it was because he cared. He was protecting me from the dangers of the world, and he was protecting the world from me. A liver is delicious. Okay, well, we'll leave it at that. Kamalia is the name of a flower, right? Yes, it's the only thing I have left of my dearly departed half-elf mother. Father told me that she liked working in the garden so much that she even gave her child the name of a flower. And there is something else I inherited from my mother, her beauty. The young woman offers the barest hint of a smile. Okay, you know what I like most about those who inherit the features of different races? Like you and I, we gain the best of both worlds. By the way, before you start to pity me, I should say that I don't have the slightest affection for my mother. May her soul burn in the abyss. Okay. Very evil. My father took good care of me for the both of them. Are you bothered by the fact that Horgus never openly embraced you as his daughter? Why would it bother me? He took care of me and indulged my every whim. To thank him, I only had to lead a secluded life and keep my mouth shut. I understood his reluctance to claim a child born of a servant girl as his daughter. There's nothing wrong with looking after one's social status. Besides, you understand, a Deviant society would hardly have accepted me considering my peculiarities. Very true, I am a Dhampir. Tell me about your connection to the spirits. I can barely remember the first time. I was just a girl back then. I only remember someone's voice in my head demanding something. I didn't even understand what it was. I was out in the garden playing with my precious puppy. I don't know how it happened, but when it was over, the puppy's head was in my hands and his body was at my feet. I remember seeing my father's healers and clerics for a few years, and even the exorcists he brought to our house. None of them were able to drive the haunting voices from my head. This continued until the old Avarician woman came to live with us. And she explained that I was fine. I was just highly sensitive to the pain of the land that we lived in. The voices in my head were not symptoms of insanity, but desperate prayers for help. Father paid her an unspeakable sum, and she remained at our house, teaching me to talk to the spirits. She was a vicious crone and a nasty piece of work. She would hit me with a whip just for looking at her. She would yell at me when I failed to communicate with the spirit I summoned, and when Father left for a few weeks on some errands, she locked me in the basement at night. Now I see that I terrified the old woman. Well, it was her fault. She should have taken the money and run while she had the chance. I was so happy when the spirits asked for her blood. Looking into her lifeless eyes, I felt such a bliss I'd never known in all my life. Why did you kill her? Surely your father would have thrown her out if you had told him what she was doing. Perhaps. Anyway, I don't remember him being very upset when he discovered her corpse in the basement after returning home from his trip. Your amulet is fascinating. I've never seen anything like it. You like it? Beautiful, isn't it? But it's more than just an ornate trinket. It's home to one of the spirits. She's messed up? She is messed. She is very messed up. I blame the spirits. Anyways, this spirit was so weak when I found her. She was hardly anything but a small shred of rage and madness. I locked her in my amulet, and I've taken care of her ever since. I try to talk to her, and I don't know her name, so I call her Mireia. Her spirit has been growing stronger, and she asked me for more and more blood. I feel like every ritual bloodletting makes her madness subside. Just a few more, and I'll be able to talk to her and to find out how to heal the lands of ancient Sarkors. Tell me about the ritual killings you've performed. I killed to learn the will of the spirits of the land. Sarkors was torn apart by demons. But you kind of figured that from her voice. Yes, from her voice. What she says in combat. Yes. Yeah, that was a given. Anyways, was torn apart in the blood. Many thousand living creatures poisoned these lands for many years. The world wound keeps growing bigger and bigger, and it's no surprise that the spirits of this place have gone mad and endlessly thirst for more and more blood. Only when bathed in blood can they regain their senses, at least temporarily. But it would be a lie to say I don't enjoy what I do. The girl licks her lips hungrily. I remember all of them, every last breath, shriek and sob, every fatal stab, blood running down the blade as I pull it from a victim's heart. And the taste of the drops on my tongue. I like to watch the blood pool beneath a body as it cools. By the way, did you know that blood only flows while the heart is still pumping? Yeah. That was quite a discovery for me. I opened one of my victims and watched her heart slow, beat, 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 and then silence. My connection, Camelia's breath grows fast and heavy and leaves her chest with a forceful rush. The girl's pupils are dilated and seems to look through you or inside you. Swallowing, Camellia brushes away a strand of hair dark as night. My connection to the spirits of old Sarkors is overwhelming. You're a monster. You might be right, but I'm your monster. Point me at your enemies, and I'll bring you their hearts. Tell me, what will happen if the spirits ask you for more blood? I wonder. There's only one way to find out. Seeing the suspicion on your face, Camellia lets out a sort of laugh. I jest, of course. I promise if something like that starts to happen, I'll tell you at once. I'm loyal to you. You can trust me. We're friends. My blood, it says. Oh, my blood. Change the sentence quite a bit? It does. What do you think of the powers you received from me? What do I think of them? I love them. I've always felt special, and my ability to talk to spirits was proof of that. But now I feel that I can do anything. Tear someone in half, demon or human, freeze a beating heart in someone's chest, simple look or a mere thought with a wish I can make the blood of a living being flow in the wrong direction. It is celestial bliss, my friend. I'm grateful to you for giving it to me. Sometimes I find severed heads in my bags. Is that your handiwork? What good are they to me? The moment life leaves the body, life leaves the body, now that is exciting. And the moment that follow, when the body is cooling down rapidly, losing the last of its warmth, I am filled with sweet anger, but the cold corpse that remains is just a corpse. It holds no interest for me. Okay. That settles the fact that she's not actually a necrophilia, which is something I was curious about. It's like, she likes, somewhat kind of likes death, so I'm... Hopefully it's not going to go that route, and it's not going to. Anyways, are you still trying to learn something from the spirit in your amulet? Mirai, the spirit that's locked in my amulet is only slowly awakening. I need to give her blood to lift the shroud of madness so I can talk to her. Sakuras is in pain. I can feel it. As you commanded, I have not fed her spirit. That's why, alas, I haven't been able to lift Maria's madness or heal the land's suffering. Have to go. We'll talk later. Quick save. Cannot tolerate atrocities any longer. I hope because of some prejudice, this is not how I imagined our friendship would end. I will let you stay for now, but keep in mind that you are testing my patience. I won't do that one. I will test, however. You belong in prison.
Here comes
Save the
trouble.
last one for me.
Okay, so she will just straight up just attack. Okay.
I got this.
This pain, this is how it feels.
Okay. I just wanted to see how that goes, and I just straight up murdered her. I think I can straight up murder any of my companions right at this point. So then again, she's not actually full level. Now there's one other person I need to talk to. Now, is there anything she can say?